The fáteach an a chlas an dú agus an dú ha sin na dul I dhéanú fachlan ma dhéan ceardan agus dréachgan, crafts and professions. Agus ha sin dul gain na machtaí seosa obair hic duine. Going to find out what kind of work people have. With that, we have to use the verb iné, sé, chané, na ché. So ceardan agus dríachgan, crafts and professions. So dríach is your profession and ceard is your craft. De in nober a hagad, de nober a hagif. What work do you do? And then the pronoun we use is annam. So sé teacher a ha annam is, it is a teacher that I am. It is a teacher that is in me, basically what you're saying. And obviously we just break it down to I am a teacher. A honnet, sé teacher a ha honnet. It is a teacher that you are. And if you notice here, what I've done is I've put the TH with the apostrophe, and that's only just to make the sound flow. So sé teacher a ha annam, or when you see it, sé teacher a hanam. Sé teacher a hannet. He is a teacher, sé teacher a haun. She is a teacher, sé teacher a hintje. Sé teacher a honning, then we are teachers. Sé teacher a hannaf, you plural, and sé teacher a haunte, they are teachers. Of course, sé teacher a hannaf, but if you want to say sé teacher a hannaf, you can still say that, making it the singular when you're being polite. Sé teacher a hannaf, giving the teacher the formal address. Okay, I want someone to try this first sentence. All right, ask Fiona. Try the first sentence.
Sé boranach bria a hense na ché.
That's it, well done. Sé bornach bria a heintje na ché. Now, this is a strange one because bornach is masculine, although it's woman. So your woman is a masculine noun. So your adjective has to be masculine. So sé bornach bria a heintje. That it signifies to you in the sentence that it's still a female you're talking about. A heintje. And then nach is still part of the verb, sé. So that's why you have to change that round. So sé bornach bria a heintje nach The sé and the nach are part of the verb. Next sentence, Pauline.
Sé dunne le gasta a haun.
Viva. Sé dunne le a haun would be, he's a man and a half. In other words, he's exceptional. Sé dunne le a haun, or sé dunne gasta a haun. You can see either or of the two. Catherine.
Annie bana frinsa a hincha.
In bana frunse a hinche, gleva. So prince, prince is your prince. Okay. When you want to change the noun into being female, you put bana in front of it. Ban or bana. And then you have to lenite it, the word, if the lenition takes in the letter. So bana frunse becomes a princess. So if you were to say he is a prince, how would you say that? Catherine.
Annie prinsa a haun.
In prince a haun, if you're going to ask him the question, yes. In prince a haun, gleva. If you were to say, is he a king? R-I grave G-H is the king. How would you say that?
Ri a haun.
In ri a haun, Alan, that's right. In ri a haun. And then how do you say a queen? Baonri. You've just put B-A-N in front of it, so baonri, and R doesn't unite, so that's why you have baonri. Okay, so baon, bana frause, frause, bana frause. So in a duke a hummus, in a duke a hummus is, are you a duke? Now, why have I written a hummus?
Formal.
I've made it formal. Clever. Yeah, I've made it formal. So are you a duke? So you're given the duke his position. So in a duke a hummus. Alan.
And grugeri a hintje.
Hane gruag a heintje. Gruag coming from your hair. I say falt for hair, but the Southern Islands, they say gruag. All right. Gruag to me is a wig, funnily enough. So falt and gruag, and then gruagere is the hairdresser. Hane gruagere a heintje, she is not a hairdresser. Caroline.
Better. Come.
She bjarredar a haun. A bjarre is to shave. So she bjarredar a haun, giving it, he is a barber. John.
Ich lacha a hintje.
Clever. En nech lugge a heintje. Now, nech is a Gaelic for person, a law person. So en nech lugge a heintje. We can say che lugge, that indicates that it's a female lawyer. We can also say fer lugge, making it a male lawyer. But now in the world of being PC, we have to say nech lugge. So it's a law person. And the only way then you'll know that the person is female is by saying a heintje. So nech lugge a heintje. And the plural for nech is luch. So Tom, can you try that one?
Yeah, Laura's se lega a hunter.
Shall luch lugge a hounde. So luch lugge a hounde, making it into the plural. They are lawyers. She luch nieuwsichi a hunnef. She luch nieuwsichi a hunnef. What have I said?
You are learners.
That's it. That's exactly it. Well done, Catherine. Nieuwsig is to learn. So then you say learning people. Luch, people of learning. Luch nieuwsichi. So that's how you would say learners. Luch toerish are people of touring. So they are tourists. So you'll find that luch is for people, luch toerish are tourists, luch nieuwsichi, learners, luch lugge, and so on. Judy, try the next one.
Leek me jom terug aan jullie.
Good try, okay. Leek me jem mo griach. It's a strange looking word, but mo griach
Riech.
enuri. Leek
Leek
me
me-
jem mo griach enuri.
Leek me jom griech aan jullie.
Mo griach. That's a hard one to say.
Griech.
Mo griach. Now, it's I let go of my profession last year. Leek me jem mo griach enuri. Pauline.
Ami mo griecht legal shacket.
Eva, ha me mo griach legal shachet. I have let my profession go past. Shachet is past, so that's another way of saying it. I have my profession let go past. Ha me mo griach legal shachet. Trisha, you're going to try a go at it?
Lucht, here, Gaelic folk, here we go.
Ha mi gun oper an draasta.
Leva. Ha mi gun oper in draste is I am without work just now. So I am unemployed. Gun oper. Ha mi gun oper in draste. John.
A log oper.
Ha e lorok oper. He is looking for work. Lorok is to look for something. So ha e lorok oper. Catherine.
Ha mi a Janov oper soor holig.
Okay. Ha mi e genef oper sur holoch.
Soor holig.
Sur holoch. And that's voluntary. Now, if you were to use this verb in the past tense, this is how you say it. In be, ga be, nach be, be. Be allanach e veintje. So it's eva eentje. Be allanach eva eentje. Again, saying it quicker. Be allanach e veintje. She was a university student.
I was curious why you don't use the be. It's just
Well, I
the-
would use that if it was a question. In be allanach e veintje would be your question. Okay, does that make it clear to you?
Yes, thank you.
All right, so in be allanach e veintje, and your yes answer would be be allanach e veintje. John?
Ha be banaltrum a hintje.
Ga be banaltrum e veintje. She was not a nurse. Ga be banaltrum e veintje. We also say nurse now, N-U-R-S, because we have male nurses. A long time ago, we didn't have male nurses. So we had just banaltrum. Now we have nurse, N-U-R-S, and it can be male or female. So ga be banaltrum e veintje.
She when you say a hinge at the end, you're just repeating the she was not sort of verb. Is that what you're doing?
That's still a part of it. She, be, it was not a nurse that she was.
Right, got you.
Veintje is that she was.
There you go.
Now, the next bit here is using the verb back to ha, in she, evel chanel ha. He is at sea, ha ik moet. He is at sea. He is working on oil rigs, ha ik gobber ne kruin alle. Crown being an crown alle is an oil rig. So ha ne kruin alle, ha ik gobber, he is working on the oil rigs, ne kruin alle. She is in the army. Ha aan senaram. She seiger a heintje. So there I've showed you the two verbs, the two different ways of the verb. So ha aan senaram. She is in the army. You're making the statement, she is in the army. When you explain what she actually is, you have to go back to she. She seiger a heintje. It is a soldier that she is. Ha aan zijn kouloch regal. He is in the Royal Navy. Ha aan zijn kouloch regal. She soldaar aan. He is a sailor. So in these, where I'm explaining the two things, but you have to use ha for one verb and she for the other. When you're stating the profession, she soldaar aan. He is a sailor. Ha aan een fiach regal enar. She is in the RAF. Ha aan een fiach regal enar. So if you were to say, is she in the RAF? How would you ask that? Pauline.
Anne fiacht rigo and ar.
No, you would have to say evel.
Is she?
Evel is she. Evel aan een fiach regal enar.
Okay.
Are there different ways of saying this? 'Cause, can you say avil? Are you?
Vil. Well, that's why I'm saying evil. It's the sound. That's the sound I say. It's to see. It's still the same thing.
The
So it's
same
evil.
spelling,
Evil. B-H-E-I-L.
Yeah, ver. Is that how you pronounce
Evil.
it?
Evil. Chanel. Ha.
Right. Got you.
Okay, so that's this. Your sounds. Evil. Would be just B-H-I.
Ver. Got
So
you.
B-H-E-I-L is evil. Evil I annam fiach regal enar.
I'm not sure. Annie, because it's professions, why is it Avil? I thought it was Annie.
Because you have in this terminology, you're saying she is in the Royal Air Force. You're not exactly telling what the profession she is.
Or just that she's in it.
That she's
I
in the. That's that's the difference.
Yes.
So so she is a pilot. Say for instance, she pilot a heintje. So when you describe what the profession is, then you have to use she.
Yes.
Is that clear as mud?
Yes.
Okay, so when you're working in a place, ha y gubber an een banke, he is working in a bank. She banker a haun, he is a banker. Ha y gubber an een bank. So when you see the position of the place where they're working, it's ha you'll use. Ha y gubber an a skol, he is working in a school. She teacher a haun. Now, here's a whole list of different professions, loads of them. I just want you to learn so that you learn the sounds. That's all it is. So try that one, Judy.
Nicht computer science.
That's it. Niach computerach
Yeah.
science. So niach, you'll get this niach a lot in your using of professions now. So a person of computer of science, you're saying. So niach computerach science.
Yeah, computer science.
Eva. Pauline, next one.
Niech Erigin paramedic.
Yeah, so it's a paramedic. That's the thing. So paramedic is niach irigen. Niach irigen. Teich irigen is a nursing home. And carabid irigen is what? Carabid irigen.
An ambulance?
Yes, well done. It's an ambulance. Carabid irigen. Alan?
Dochter.
Check, Leva. Well done. Nice guy sound. Dochter. So you have this H in front of the T. Dochter. All right. So it's kind of a lenition sound in front of the T. Dochter. Trisha?
Banaltrum.
Say it quicker. Banaltrum.
Banaltrum.
That's it. Banaltrum. Fiona?
Fiaclar.
Fiachlar. Coming from fiachlun, which are your teeth. So a fiachlar is the dentist. Catherine?
Minister.
Minister. Minister. And that can
Minister.
be a minister of the cloth, or it can also be a minister of parliament. Minister i parliament, you would say, make the difference between them. John?
Sagarst.
Sagard.
Sagard.
Sagard. Used and the Southerners will be probably, and Harris, they'll say Sagarst. They can put an R-S-T, S in between the R and the T, Sagarst. I say Sagard, but both are acceptable, hopefully.
Excuse me, Myra, do you say Saggart because of where you were?
That's our
brought up?
sound. Yes, that's the sound where we were brought up. We say Sagard.
Yeah.
We don't say the S-T, R-S-T sound in that word.
Even in a name like Rayburst?
Ryburst, I say it in that. I say the ST in that. rye-burst, yeah. But in this one, we say suckered.
Okay, thanks.
It's kind of like Latin, isn't it? Suckered, sacerdotus, you know, it's the Latin for priest. Okay. Catherine,
Liorlanich.
liorlaniche.
Liorlaniche.
Liorlaniche. Clever. Liorlaniche. Lior is a book. Then Liorlan is a library. And then Liorlaniche makes it into a librarian. So Lior, Liorlan, Liorlaniche. Who wants the easy one? Alan.
Post.
Post. Post.
Mm.
Trish.
Ailtir.
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 Ailtir, clever. Ailtir. And the T is like a TE is like a ch sound. Ailtir. Clever. Architect. John.
Nicht tugal.
Nech togal. And that's a person of building. Is your builder. So togal, remember we've got for build, lift or build, some build a house. So nech togal is a person of building. Tom.
Clacher.
Clachere.
Clacheria.
Clachere. See when you have the AIR and you have an E on the end, always try and pronounce the E. Okay, clachere.
Clachere.
That's it, clachere. And clach being a stone, so clachere is your stonemason. Next one's easy enough, I would say. Pauline. This next one.
Plumber.
Plumber. Plumber. You don't have any B in it though. You just have the M in it in Gaelic. Okay, plumber. Fiona.
Polis.
Polis. Polis. And that's what you now see on the cars.
Yeah.
With me, Polis. EAS. How would you say, as my father-in-law say, a lady policeman? How would you say a policewoman?
And Polis.
Eva, Banafolis. Yeah, Banafolis. That's exactly the way. Good. You've been listening. Trish?
Sure.
Sur.
Oh, sure.
Sur. Sur is a joiner.
Sure.
Sur. And sur also means free or cheap. So sur, it's spelled the same way. Hashin sur, that is cheap. And then sur is a joiner. Spelled exactly the same way. Judy?
Inliger.
Inlager. Inlager.
Inlager.
Clever. An engineer. Inlager. Alan?
Nech kuntis.
Session. Nech countish. A countig is counting. A countig. So nech countish is a person of counting. Nech countish. John?
Tuathanach.
Tuachanoch. Tuachanoch.
Tuathanach.
So Tua is north. So this is a man of the north, is your farmer. Caroline?
Iskar
Ieskar.
or Iskar.
Ieskar. And Iesk is fish. Pauline?
Reicher.
Kruichter. Kruichter, a crofter. Tom?
Niechreich.
Niechrich.
Rich.
Niechrich.
Niechrich.
A reich is to sell. So this is a person of selling, a salesperson. Niechrich. Catherine?
Kianiche Silva.
Kianiche Shilive.
Shilva.
Kianiche Shilive. Kianich is to buy. And Shiliv is property. So then a buyer of property is your estate agent. So Kianiche Shilive. Judy.
Runer.
Runere.
Runere.
Runere. A long U. Runere.
Runere.
That's it. Runere. And runere nestache. Who would that be?
Secretary of State.
Prime Minister.
Secretary of State. Well done. Runere nestache is the Secretary of State. Alan.
Theatre.
Jeanette. Theatre. Caroline.
Brigadier.
Brepedar. Brep. Brepedar
Brepedar.
is a weaver. Griva. Tallar is the next one. With the grav on the A, it's a tallar. A tailor. Tallar. Fiona.
Sneeuwveder.
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 Sneeuw is to spin. So sneeuw is spinning. And sneeuwveder is your spinner. Judy?
Koker.
Kokere.
Kokere.
Kokere. Sound it, as I say, sound the E on the end if you can remember to sound the E's on the Kokere.
Kokere.
A kokerach is cooking. So you notice that all of them are coming from the verb, and that's why we have the verbal nouns that we talk about in Gaelic. So a kokerach, and then kokere is the person. Alan.
Pilot.
Pilot. Pilot. John?
Steward.
Steward. Steward. And that be steward. What would you say a stewardess would be?
One steward.
And a steward, yeah. So you can say it either way, or you can say Njach steward. You can still do it that way as well. Manager, Pauline.
Servicech, Kahara.
Say Kahare quickly. Kahare.
Kahara.
Sherivishoch, Kahare. It's a civil servant.
No, Servicech, Karaka.
Kahare.
Kahara.
That's it. Sherivishoch, Kahare. Griva.
Yeah.
And then Njech Smalley is a firefighter. When something's going into small, it's going to smithereens. So Njech Smalley. And who then is Sam Smalley?
Fireman Sam.
Yeah.
So Sam Smalley, and then Engine Smalley is the fire engine. So that's how these words all come about. So, and then Offigar is your last one. Offigar. So there's quite a lot of interesting ways of how the words come about to make them into professions and crafts. Okay, so sin agah inju, agus can sin marsin live in the raste, agus kiad taig.